Yo, what's up? So in this video, I want to talk about walking, the importance of walking, and how it helped me on my 100-pound weight loss journey. A lot of people, when they want to get more active, they want to be healthier. They think they got to be in the gym 7 days a week. They think they got to do CrossFit. They got to do these crazy things. It's like no. It's like the main thing I want to talk about is walking and how when I first started prioritizing my health, all I did was I started with walking. I just started walking around the neighborhood. Um, Getting some steps. Like a little background on me, I used to not walk at all, right? Also, a quick background on United States and in the world is like, well, the United States. The average American walks 3 to 4 thousand steps a day, and they consume 3,000 calories a day, right? And that's just so obviously something's off balance here, and it's not. That's not how it's supposed to be. That's not healthy, right? That's why we have a health crisis in our country. Um, and I used to be someone who never walked, and it was so simple. And I realized when I started doing it, I started feeling better. I started seeing progress with my weight loss, right? Of course, weight loss comes from your nutrition, but walking really helps. And also, it's a great mental relaxation, and it helps you decompress and just think about the day. Or maybe you listen to some music and you kind of just have some fun with it and you zone out. And yeah, so that's one of my biggest things. So I got a few tips for you in terms of helping you get started with walking. Excuse me. Don't overcomplicate it. Just put your shoes on and get out there, right? Or a walking pad. If it's cold where you're at, right? Or if you're not in a condition where you can walk outside, right? You can go ahead and get a walking pad and you can put that in your apartment or your house or whatever. A treadmill, people are giving away their treadmills. You go on Facebook Marketplace, people are giving away their treadmills. They don't want it. People are using it as clothes hangers. So you can just like get one of those for cheap, put it in your garage if you have a garage or your basement or whatever. Um, so yeah, that's the first tip is if you can't go outside and walk, get something that helps you walk. There's some affordable options out there. Um, Another thing is find a buddy, find a friend that wants to go walking with you. If you don't want to do it alone, right? I get it, right? For safety reasons, or you just don't feel like doing it, you need some motivation. Go find someone that you can walk with. That's huge. So I'm sure there's gonna be someone in your life that wants to go on a walk, right? And if not, go find someone. Go find someone and reach out to your friends and say, hey, who wants to go on a walk, right? Who wants to stay healthy and active, right? And that could really help. That really helped me. I would go on walks whether it was with my mom or my brother or my sister or whatever. Let's just go on a walk, right? Or with my friends. Um, so yeah, that really helped me when I first started because I thought that I had to do all these crazy things, and I realized people who lose weight and keep it off for life, they still walk every day. Now, if you're sick or you have an emergency, of course, maybe you can't get your steps in, but there's always something you can do, right? I used to live in a 400 square foot apartment, and it was really cold outside. I would just pace around the apartment and get my steps in that way. All steps count. Basically, just move your body, right? Our bodies are not designed to be sitting all day, and I understand if you have a desk job. I work at a desk, right? But I make it a priority in my day to schedule my steps in and make time for that because it's important to me. And I'll listen to a podcast or an audiobook or something, right? I could be learning while walking, or I just listen to my music. Let's be real here. But sometimes if it's a longer walk, I'll put on a podcast or I'll learn something, some personal development or some business thing or something um, that makes the time go by quicker, and that's really helpful. Um, and it doesn't have to be 10K steps. Everyone wants 10K steps, which is great. I would love if you could work up to that goal, but you don't need 10,000 steps a day. You don't have to start out with that. Don't make a goal of something that's too overwhelming because you're going to get frustrated and you're not going to stay consistent. It's all about consistency, right? My goal is to help you lose weight, but also keep it off for life and build up these healthy habits. And I know that you're not going to be able to do that if you set a goal that's unrealistic, right? So right now, if you're at 1,000 or 2,000 steps a day, don't try to jump to 10K because that's going to be overwhelming, right? So try 3,000 or 4,000. And then you do that for a week and then you bump it up to 5,000. You do that for a week, bump it up to 6K, right? And so on and so forth. And you build that up, right? And now for me personally, it's just ingrained in me where I will make the time in my day to hit 8,000, 9,000, 10,000 steps. Um, but mostly I'm a runner, so on the days I run, I already get my steps that way. But on my rest days, I still make sure to go on a walk and get my steps in because I know that it's important. and there's many studies showing that people who walk more live a longer, healthier life, and there's no coincidence to that. It's just because our bodies were not meant to, like I said before, sit down all day. It's harmful, right? And I understand you got to do that for work. Like I said, I work at a desk, but I make sure that I schedule it in my day to go on a walk, right? Just like you have meetings and schedules and appointments and errands, if you view walking the same way, that could be a game changer. Because I know it could seem like a chore, it could seem like, "Oh, I don't want to go on a walk, I don't," but it really is super simple. And like I said, you put on some music or you put on some audiobook and you learn while you're walking, or you're listening to whatever you want to listen to, podcast, and you go on a walk and you just crush it, right? And before you know it, you're going to get those steps in, and it's going to be huge, right? So that's super important. But yeah, that's basically the video. Like, I just want to encourage people to go on walks and walk more. Um, like I said, I like to run, but I know that not everyone is able to do that. Not everyone's at that spot where they want to run. Even if you don't have to run, right? You don't have to be run to be healthy. There's people out there walking around my neighborhood, older people, senior citizens, who are just walking and they're maintaining their health, right? Of course, there's other exercises you can get into, but I think that walking is so powerful, and it's really like the fountain of youth. Of course, with strength training and lifting weights, of course, too. But just walking, like, that helped me when I first started out. It was so huge, because I started seeing progress. I started feeling better. I started sleeping better. All these benefits came with it, and I'm like, I don't want to stop doing this, right? Like, um, I remember when I wouldn't walk at all, and I would only get 1,000 steps a day when I would just sit down and play video games all day, and that sucked. And I was feeling really sore in my legs and my butt and just my hamstrings, and I'm just like, I don't feel good. And then I'm like, wait, maybe it's because I'm sitting down all day and I'm not walking. Like, there's days where if I feel sick or whatever and I don't get out and go walk, I feel it. I just feel it. Like, I'm like, I don't feel good. But that feeling after you like crush a walk or you just move your body, right? Those endorphins, it's so so important, and it's a game changer. Because you may not think it if you're starting right now on your journey and you're prioritizing your health, you may not know the importance of walking. And I didn't when I first started, but now I'm like, I can't imagine going without walking, and I never take it for granted. And it's truly a privilege if you're able to walk, physically capable of doing that. That's a privilege not a lot of people have. So we have one body. We got to take care of it. All right. So hopefully this can encourage you to go on a walk. Like I said, if you're in an area where you can't go out and walk, try to get some walking pad or a treadmill or something that you can do at home. Or if you can go to a gym, right? If that's safer, and sign up for a gym, it's $10 a month. Planet Fitness, $15 a month. You have access to a gym for 30 days, a treadmill, elliptical, whatever it is. Just simply go and do it. Not just for the calorie burn, but just for your overall health, right? Yes, it burns calories, and yes, that it's good to move your body, and if it's good to move your body, right? I'm not going to say, oh, just think about it as a way to burn calories, because that's what I used to do. Big no, don't do that because your body and exercising is more important than just burning calories. There's a lot of mental benefits and physical benefits, right? So yeah, hopefully this video encourages you start walking, go on a walk. Yeah, I've been doing this for like 9 years now in terms of uh, just starting to walk and get my steps in. I have a step goal, and I've been doing this for 9 years, and I don't ever plan on stopping. And I plan on being that old dude that's walking around the neighborhood and getting my steps in, because that's what I want to do, and it makes me feel good. And I really think that it's great for longevity. I think it's huge. All right, so get your steps in. All right, that's the video. I want you to walk more. We're not walking enough. Okay, you can scroll later. Get your steps in, and then you can do all the doom scrolling, or you watch all the TV you want. Or also, if you go to the gym or your garage or whatever, you have a treadmill. Just put the phone, right? Put your phone on the treadmill, and then just watch a video while you're walking, and you don't even realize that you're doing it. And it's great. That's what I used to do. I still do it sometimes, but usually I just walk outside. So I'm not really like watching something. I'm usually listening. But yeah, that's a good tip. Watch Netflix or something. Watch some YouTube. Watch your boy Vach. on the screen while you're going on a walk. All right? Let's walk more in 2025. Let's go.